144. So this is the end of week 2. I've had to redo my exposure block. I don't know what I was smoking when I did it originally, but I've ended up realizing that my estimated values were way too high for where I'm trying to get to right now. I would have had like a 1 ton total by the end of next block, and yeah, that just wouldn't have been achievable. So what we're doing is week 2, I think I still overshot my squat slightly. So I'm going to go for a 265 double on squat start of next week. This week for my deadlift double on conventional, we're going to go for like 280 or 282 and a half. And then, yeah, the idea is that by the end of this block, we should have a 267 and a half double on squat, a 230 double on bench, and a 287 and a half double on deadlift at 7. And if they are all at 7, then we're over that 900 kilo estimated total, which will be great. That's like what we're aiming for. But yeah, I didn't realize how little I have to lift to actually get the total I need. I've been so busy, man. I've been pulled in so many directions, and unfortunately my own coaching of myself took a hit with that, but we're back on board now. So we've got conventional double today, 333 paused bench, and then some accessories. I've got shorts under my like joggies today because I'm going to do some heavy leg press to finish off the session, and possibly just like blitz out everything else that's left. But yeah, oh no, in fact I lie, I've got leg press tomorrow, so I'm going to go quickly take my shorts back off. But anyway, that is the end of the intro. As always, I appreciate all your support, and I'll see you when we get to the gym. Catch. You know what? I don't think that was all that bad. I definitely felt like I was not hitching, but I definitely was missing a little bit of toe pressure. Like I felt a little bit hamstring dominant in that lift. But I mean, like, I still think it moved really well, and I think 280 was the right for the double. Moved really nicely, lift felt good, I felt strong. I think what I might do for my variation on the Tuesday now is, instead of sumo, do like really slow wedge conventionals. Kind of force myself to spend a crap ton of time just getting used to the movement. I mean, that felt nice and it looked nice. It still doesn't look as smooth as I'd like it to though. So we'll work on that on the back offs, which I think is like 3x5. 3x5 at 72%. Let's have a look. Let's go on that one, which gives us our back off to 200 kilos. I feel like that's kind of pointless at a 72% drop. 1 second. I'm just going to do something because I am curious. If this was like 337.5, 245, I mean, that makes more sense to be fair. So let's do 237.5. All right. 72% of, yeah, and okay, let's go for 210. Let's push the pail slightly for the back offs.
backoffs are definitely much more methodical and the form's a lot nicer. First 3 reps were spot on. Just slightly, I think I need to get ever so slightly more like anteriorly tilted in the upper thoracic. Basically let my chest sit slightly further over to give myself a longer arm to get my hips more underneath me. I think that's like the only thing that I need to fix now, is just getting my hips underneath me a bit more. Like, there's only so much knee flexion I can get, but I think if I could just get, a little bit more room for my knees to come through, I think I'd be in a really nice position. So I've got one more set. I'll see you guys for accessories. Catch. So, that moved relatively interesting. Felt really stable, to be fair. That more externally rotated position was quite nice. To be fair, that felt like it moved slower than it looked. Doesn't help that my feet were sliding the entire time, but hey ho. Nice. All right. That's 200 kilos. And then I think we're going to do 3x5 at minus 20% instead of minus 30, which means doing back offs at 160. Quick maths. So I've got back offs at 160. And then accessories. So I'll see you for the back offs. My back is tight as hell. Alright, I'll see you lot for the accessories. So, buddy people, that is the end of day 44, which marks the end of our second week. I'm really happy with how today's session went. I felt like the 280, although the form definitely wasn't perfect, I started to touch on bare form in the back offs. The 280 still moved at a double at 7, which is what I needed it to be, just a chill 280 double at 7. Which means by the end of this block, I'm hoping I can touch kind of 287.5, maybe 290. I might take a 5 kilo jump next week and then a 5 kilo after that rather than 2.5s, but we shall see. And yeah, I'm really happy with it, to be fair. I think I just need to get to a point where I am more solid in my conventional form, so that when I go to deadlift on kilo plates, calibrated plates with a stiff bar, power bar, you know, I can go, I might lose 5%, but that 5% will still be the weight I need to hit. So that's what I'm looking to try and aim, is have that confidence in my ability that I can still take a hit to what I can pull and pull enough. Bench was great. The 200 felt slower, but moved quicker. And then I got like the perfect setup on my 160 back off on my second set, which funny enough, I didn't record. But the key for me was when I set up, not like having my hands against the bar wrapped when I was kind of like scooching up, but just the palms, because then I could press down into this really nice position. I unracked, I stayed really high, and I made sure not to breathe in as I unracked, but kind of like get really high, set my hips, and then breathe in. Because if I breathe in too early, I basically make this too tight and it drags my rib cage down. But that summarizes 44. The accessories went well. We are now going to go dip to base gym as I am coaching over there. So, you know, life could be worse. 2 gym sessions one day. I'm living the dream. But I've been the Bench Viking. I hope your lifts stay big, your stresses stay small. I'll see you for the next episode. Catch.